All right, everybody. I think that we are live, and I'm so glad to see you all tonight. I'm really excited for tonight's show, and we have a very special guest doing our unboxing today. Of course, Mr. Jeff Morris, and he got the Batman variant premium format from Sideshow Collectibles. Of course, this was revealed to everyone at Sideshow Con, which was kind of a surprise because usually we get the variants at Spooktacular. But this year we got one a little bit early, and I remember Jeff kind of instantly fell in love with this one, right?
Yeah, I did. Just the coloring looked, it spoke to me more than the super dark with the black and the really dark charcoal gray on the other one.
And of course, I have that version, and since I've started seeing pictures, it's amazing how much more detail yours has because of the lighter colors.
Yeah, that's what I've noticed from the pictures too, is that all of the little details in this armor that's around the chest area, and even the lower legs or the upper legs and down at the boots, there's a lot more detail.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to get your reaction on it. Well, while we get started here, I want to say hello to people that are already here.
Sure.
Got 28 people watching right now already. We've got Pat in the house. He says, I can't wait to see your opinions of the statue. I just received mine a couple of days ago, and he loves his. So that's awesome. Justin the Movie Nerd says, hey, everybody. He also said, I had to join to see this, Chris. I had a ton of points and finally pulled the trigger and pre-ordered Catwoman, Harley, Hell on Wheels, Mr. Freeze, Scarecrow, and Bane. Wow, he went all in.
Damn. Yeah.
That's awesome. He also says, I'm waiting to pre-order the Prime 1/3 scale Batman from Jason Fabbok. Me too. He's amazing and will be the centerpiece of my display. That's awesome. That's awesome.
I'm wondering if it's going to show up on Sideshow now.
Which one?
That one, when they release it.
Oh, I hope so.
It's only taken about a month for the one that showed up today.
Yeah, a big surprise, kind of. I don't even is it even on sale yet at the Prime 1 website?
Maybe it is. It's been about a month.
Okay.
It came up. It was the first one I think that they showed in the next level.
Yeah.
I think it was the next week after they did that. It came up.
That's awesome. Well, I was real surprised too that it's already up on Sideshow. And if you're not familiar with what we're talking about, the Arkham City, although they're not really calling it Arkham City, it's like version 4.7987 or whatever.
Yeah.
But
it's
up.
The suit he has in the beginning of the Arkham Knight video game. I'm like super late to it because I got a PlayStation 4 last Christmas.
Nice.
And just started playing Arkham Knight, and I'm the worst video game player, so it takes me forever. So, but that's the same suit.
Yeah,
he has where I'm playing in the game at the beginning.
And I gotta say, the statue looks amazing. The only thing I didn't like about it was the big base, because it's massive. But I love the way the stature itself looks. It's great.
It's very similar to the Catwoman.
Yes,
looks because it has the 3 sculpted heads.
Yeah,
like a triangle.
Outside of like Freeze or XE Batman or Killer Croc, it's by far the biggest of all the other bases. Really big. Thornton Applebottom's here. We've got Harley Quinn. We've got Edwin Diaz. Collector's Therapy is in the house. Poor Boy Collector. He says, congratulations, Jeff. I love mine.
Yeah, I talked to him about it. He had some great pictures.
That's awesome. Tin Man is here. We got Hugo. He says, hello, everyone. Congrats, OG Jeff. We've got Paula Wanter. It says, I didn't get this one. Looking forward to hearing your thoughts. Yeah, only 500. And it is, I think, still available on Sideshow.
It is.
And so, yeah, only 500. We've got STHIS. I'm not status. Maybe I'm not exactly sure how to say that, but welcome. We've got Team Mitchell in the house. We've got Mega Color says sup. We've got the Pimbricas. What's up, Bat fams? Congrats, Jeff. Mega Color says congrats, Jeff. I hope everyone's having a great day. We've also says, when are you going to open it? Let's go ahead and get the ball rolling while I'm introducing everybody. You can start.
Go ahead and show you guys. This is regular old shipper. So it says Batman variant. It says number 123.
Yeah, it's a low number.
So just a typical box. Nothing. Wasn't banged up. That was unusual.
That's always a good thing, though.
That's a good thing. It makes me way less panicked.
Yes. That box looks really good.
I know. I was kind of excited that I've seen the box for the regular one, probably in your video, and I know it was the darker gray.
Yep.
But has the picture of the statue, and the yellow I think looks a little brighter than it is, but it's kind of a cool nod to that, I think. Then on the back, I've got the big black and yellow logo.
Looks really good. You know, the one thing that we talked about when they first revealed it, we thought it was just a flat out direct copy, but seeing that yellow emblem, it is definitely a different sculpt, basically, because of that chest emblem and some of the other details.
Yeah, there was the one thing I noticed, somebody pointed out they had taken, there's a picture of the chest on the first one that has scratches. Looks like probably from Catwoman, because it's kind of several finger scratches across the chest.
Yep.
And in the photos, this one did not have that. So makes me think that they probably had to redo that whole section.
Which, you know, some people kind of frown on as the direct repaint. But I think that's really awesome that it's basically a new sculpt. I mean, it's the same idea, but I just love that. I think it's really cool. Let's see. Carlos Perez here. He said, I just got mine today. Congratulations. Hudson's here. Nice pickup. Congrats. Jedi Joker's here. Says, hey, guys. Howdy, everyone.
The upper looks like it's a 2-level box. We have a shallow layer on top with the cape.
Ooh, that cape I love the color.
And it's got the weathering, and it's kind of like it's been dirtied a little bit.
I think it looks really good, Jeff.
It's got some like speckling up onto the shoulders. That's cool. That looks, let me see. It may not show. Let me turn on this other light.
See what we got here.
Now it's brought us an operating room in here.
Yeah, it looks great.
I like the color. It's not as bright as it looked when they were showing it.
I really like that the weathering, actually you can see it up on the sides too, or on, you know, through the middle. It's not just on the edges.
No, it goes up and then it kind of dissipates to these little speckles of it up on the upper part. So that's kind of cool.
It looks good.
Then it has just the black on the inside with it looks like it's the same material. It's kind of a like a graph print on the black.
Kind of like silky a little bit.
Yeah. Kind of feels like it would be water repellent.
That's cool.
And there's some of these splatter on the inside, like around the bottom and up onto here. with the like
That's cool
dirt
because
splatter.
if you had a weathering effect, it would be on both sides. That's a good touch.
Yeah.
Hugo Cardozo says, for me, the only disappointing thing is the lack of extras. It should have had a batarang or grappling gun. How do you feel about that? Do you feel like it needed something extra? It was $15 more than the original version that I have.
It was the price of the exclusive version where you got the two batarang knife things.
Yes.
Is that too dark now?
I think it's okay.
Okay. So I feel like with that other light on, it seems to wash everything out.
This will give us a better idea maybe of the colors. Steve Music says, hi, I was wondering where you all got the Lazy Susans. I know I got mine at Amazon. Jeff,
Mine came from Amazon.
Just look up Lazy Susan. Actually, I just bought a Lazy Susan that's, you probably have seen them in some other collector channel videos, the big white one that rotates.
Yeah.
I did just get that in today, so I'm really excited to play with it.
This one's just, I got kind of something that was the diameter that a typical, at least quarter scale could fit on. So, and it's just manual, nothing special.
That's the same one I have. It's a great one. All right, base time.
Man, I wedged it in. Oh, God.
Astronomer
Smells
new. New statue smell. Astronomer World asked where I got my white one. I got that one from Amazon as well. We've got Eric B in the house.
Hey, Eric.
He's also thinking up picking up one of those electronic rotating turntables.
I think this base is a little different color, too. I seem to think that maybe this looked a little lighter.
The one I have, let's see. Oh, you're the figures themselves I think are more gray.
Yeah, they're very gray.
Mine is not that dark a gray.
And there is like a I'm gonna say it wrong, patinaing effect.
Yeah, patina.
Where it looks like it's weathered on this stone, and then the upper part has it a lot more, where it looks like maybe moss is starting to grow, where that effect is.
That's awesome.
And these seem to look a little redder. Of course, I've only seen the regular one a couple of times in stores, and I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't
exactly how that.
Yeah, mine's not that red, Jeff.
Yeah, because this brick is very like typical brick color. There's like a tan and a red, and then black, like a wash on top of the brick.
I'm guessing they probably did some different colors, so the blue pops a little bit more.
I'm sure that they probably did more to it than what most of us think, rather than just repaint it.
Man, I could just see that blue looks great already.
Yeah, it's kind of like that 1970s Neil Adams navy color. It doesn't look nearly as bright as it did in their video. It's way more toned down,
which is a good thing.
Yeah, but I kind of expected that their lighting made it look a lot brighter than it really was.
Well, are you happy with this blue, or would you prefer it being a little brighter?
No, I'm good. To me, it looks like what I would have expected it. I think I would have been more disappointed if it had looked more like a regular blue rather than a navy.
Can you show us the chest a little closer?
Let me find
I said this earlier to you. I feel like the detail, you can really see it so much better in the sculpt. And I think this was Martin Canali that sculpted it. And you can just really see the detail so much more because of the lighter colors.
Yeah, the boots are. I think the boots and stuff just show up better in this color because there is a pattern on this interior boot that I really didn't notice on the darker.
It looks good.
But the utility belt is really cool because it's got.
And it's completely different.
Yeah. The body of the belt and where the, I guess, items in the utility belt, the pockets and the holders look like a really dark leather. And then these, the items and these pouch things have like a brass look.
It's almost like the top up is resculpted. I mean, the belt up.
Yeah.
And there's no cat scratches like you mentioned, right?
No, they're not. There is I don't know if that here.
Like the little bullet hole things?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are on mine. Yeah, but there's like probably like 10 or like 8 of them, 8 holes.
Here.
And they're not on that side on mine. They're just on the other chest. Right there. Yep.
This is like almost like a Y or I tell you what it looks like, a spur. Like if a spur came off of a cowboy boot, because it's like a little Y.
So
and
it's
like something hit. It's like something hit there and then bounced off the chest.
That's awesome. Dark Ranger 7, he's one of our Brotherhood of the Bat members. He says, "Hey guys, congrats on him, Jeff. Blue bats is definitely my bats too. I have mine boxed in my office. Been busy with work, so haven't been able to unbox him yet." Well, you're in for a treat.
Yeah, I would make sure you open him and check him out to make sure he's okay.
Yeah. Mega Color, Jeff says, he looks on camera, he looks more like a purple blue. Would you say that's true, or do you think it's just the camera?
I think it's the lighting from the camera.
Okay.
It's definitely not blue, like a purple.
Would you do me a favor?
Very rich.
Would you do me a favor and turn that above light back on just once? And I just want to see what it looks like on camera, if it's a little bit more true. I think that might help a little bit so people can see that it's a more of a blue.
I'm gonna go Blair Witch here and make this thing.
I like the blue. It's really growing on me. I like it.
Yeah, it looks way brighter on my video screen than it looks to the eye.
A lot of people think it looks really nice.
Looking at my laptop screen, and my iPad back there is playing too. So, yeah, it looks way brighter. But this is the little section I was talking about. This little.
Oh yeah,
area.
see that's completely different. Mine's got about 8 like bullet holes.
There's some like little, this almost looks like it might have been an acid or something that hit and splattered and ate the upper like layer of the suit. But then there are some cat scratches down here. It looks like there's 4 there on this abdomen.
Just so people can see the difference, I'm going to show you. I'm going to see if I can get my camera up here. I don't know if it'll stretch this far or not. Maybe not. I just want to show you the difference. See, like this has got the little bullet holes right there. And then the scratches across his chest. So it's completely different. And then, of course, the buckle itself is different.
Yeah.
But you can really see that there's it's cool that it's completely resculpted.
Yeah, the buckle looks more oval on yours, whereas it's a little more circular here. Or is yours more rounded?
It's pretty oval-y, I would say. All right, let's go back to yours here. It's just neat to see. Oh, I don't know. Yours does maybe look a little bit more rounded. It might be close.
But the details in this, where these like item holder things on the belt being different from the other parts of the belt, because it'd be really easy for them to just do the belt in one color or maybe 2.
Yeah, it looks really good to me. Oh, Dan from Wayne Manor North just logged in. He says, "Well, hello, boys from the Manor. That piece looks great. I love the blue. The belt and chest emblem are fantastic too. This version really takes me back. Congrats, Jeff."
Thank you. Yeah, because on the regular, I don't think it's as obvious that the gauntlet has openings, or like this is straps coming over, and on the boots either.
Hey, we have Pop Culture Fate in the house. He says hello.
Hey, there's. Well, the boots are a gray and a black and the blue.
And it looks weathered too, kind of at the bottom a little bit.
Yeah. And there is a little bit of the same weathering that's on the cape on the chest, on the symbol.
Looks good.
This thing back here, I'm guessing where those big ass batarangs go.
Yeah,
on the belt.
I think that's what that's for. It's kind of a neat concept that I think a lot of people got lost on the idea of it.
Yeah.
George asked
detail to it. So
George Toro asks, how much was shipping on this? Do you remember?
I want to think it was like. Let me look real quick. I want to think it was something like 40.
That's not bad.
I may be wrong.
Yeah, that's awesome. Kimberly Coyle says, so awesome. George, MCE, congratulations, Jeff. And I just, right before we saw this, after you're done with this, you can head over to MCE, and he got one too. So it's really cool. A lot of people are getting them today.
The shipping was $49, so $50, but it came from California to Chattanooga, Tennessee, so it came pretty far.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty fair price.
Yeah, because that's the Hot Toys shipping has been creeping up into that territory too, and that you have like a shoebox. So
Dan just said that bats would look awfully nice with my Sideshow my Scarecrow.
That's where he's going. I'm going to put him with the Scarecrow I've got. especially with these tombstones, because these tombstones seem to match the color on the Scarecrow.
Hugo Cardoso says, we need a live order, Dan. Do it.
There you go.
At the very top of this post, guys, I have the order link if you guys are interested. I don't know how many they have left.
I think as more pictures come out and opinions hit, it's going to go.
I do too.
Because it's just kind of, it kind of, I think there's like people of a certain age that this is the color they grew up with or they're familiar with from the comic books and the animated shows from the early 70s that I remember. It was this color, and there was The Adventures of Batman and Robin, and then you had Super Friends and the Adam West Show, which is completely different suit.
Neil Adams.
Yeah.
Dark Ranger 7 said that mine was $35.15 in shipping, and he's in California.
Wow.
So that's crazy. You got a pretty good deal then, I think. George MT says he likes it better. He likes this one better than the black.
I did. And now can officially say that.
Yes.
I saw the black one twice in stores, and it's a great statue, but when you can get really close and look at the darker version, I think you see all of that you don't see from photos or video.
Yeah.
Because it's so monochromatic and dark. So
Pop Culture Fate asked me if I'm getting this one. I am not, because I am happy with the black one. I feel like it does go really well with my collection that I have. But I can definitely see, after seeing this now, I do think it looks really, really good. George says the only thing it needs is a grappling gun.
I wish that they would have at least put, since there's only two hands, that they would have done one of the batarangs.
I don't know why they couldn't have done that. It seems like they already have it. I mean, they already have it sculpted.
So the hands are cool. You've got this darker gray underneath, like the body of the glove, and then the blue is pieces of armor.
See if you can get a little closer to the camera. Maybe hold your hand behind it. It might focus a little bit better that way. See if we can see some of the gray on it. Oh, there's the gray. Yeah, on the palm. Yeah, you can see it there.
And on...
It looks good.
This paint smells fresh.
I love that. It's funny because with the child,
a little bit easier to see on this one.
Oh yeah, you can see it. Yeah, it looks good. That gray in the inside. The child didn't have very much of a paint smell.
I bet that a lot of it was molded in that color.
I agree.
I bet there was not a lot of paint going on.
I agree. I think there was probably some speckling with some airbrush, and that's about it.
Yeah, that was my thoughts. But like we said, I think in our private chats in the group, that I would much rather have it come out looking the way it did and it not be polystone, because I really don't think it could have got that close if it had been polystone.
Yeah, I agree.
With the little details in the neck and the face and all of that.
Yeah, I think I said it in my review that I really feel like it was definitely a benefit for it being the molded plastic, just because it just looked so much more realistic.
Well, I think that that's been the secret with Hot Toys, being able to get as close to actual likenesses for years.
Does the paint takes
the vinyl or this, whatever it is.
Yeah. Got 98 people watching right now. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Make sure you hit the like for Jeff. That's awesome. Pat says my shipping to Hawaii was $49.22.
That's not bad.
Not bad. Eric B says, I love your shirt, Jeff.
That's why I wore this one, for the different colors of Batman.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect. You can really see the blue right now. I don't feel like it looks too purpley.
No, it's not purple to me at all.
And I think, you really can see in some of the people's photos. I know like George at MCE posted some photos tonight and some other collectors. You can really see the accurate blue color. It's just really a beautiful blue.
Yeah, it's deep. It's, like I said, it's more navy, I feel, than like just a primary blue. And it's definitely not purple.
Like your shirt kind of looks like it's kind of that powder baby blue color, maybe a little bit darker, or this is a little bit darker than that, but it's still that, like you said, it's still that 70s, 80s Batman.
Yeah.
Dark Ranger says he's going to look amazing in your setup, Jeff. Where do you plan on putting him next to?
Next to Scarecrow. I have the Ben Affleck Batman PF there now. So this it will stand out a little more, but the shelves are almost black. They're really dark wood color, so I think it will pop out a little bit and show up a little bit better.
That'll be really nice. Somebody also asked earlier about that Superman back there. That is the XM Studios Superman that you have back there.
It is. That's the one that I won from XM.
That's awesome.
Their World Collector Day contest year before last year.
I'm going to show you something. I'm going to spoil. I did a What's in the Box video, but I actually won a contest from XM Studios about, I think it was over a year and a half ago. And I'll show you what I got.
Let's see. Move.
So it's the Batman Shogun print.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's autographed. It's autographed.
You got to buy the statue.
Yeah. Yeah. It's autographed by all the XM Studio guys.
That is cool.
So that's really neat. I thought that was really cool. It was supposed to be a different print, and there was a problem with the print. But I thought that was really cool. They sent that to me. I can't remember what contest it was that I entered either, but it's awesome.
It was the same contest. I think you won the same time that I won the Superman.
Okay, maybe that's
I think it was not the 2020, but the 2019 contest they did.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
I haven't had the Superman a long time.
No, you haven't. That's true. Hugo Cardoso says we shall now challenge Mr. Jeff Morris to provide an amazing cape pose.
Yeah.
No pressure.
How long did we have?
At least it's not us trying to put the chains on Batman Who Laughs.
Yeah, that's not happening. Still aren't on it. They're in the bag.
Oh, I love it. Oh, my gosh. So, first of all, Eric says, how does Jeff feel about moving Scarecrow next to him right now so we can see them side by side? No pressure there either.
Let me see how I feel about this.
And Bat in the North, Mr. Dan says, all I can say is look at the Brotherhood of the Bat Facebook group. Wah ha ha ha. Done. You guys asked for it. So we had a live purchase tonight. That's awesome.
There you go. You go, baller.
There you You get one of these, Dan. Absolutely. Brotherhood of the Bat, baby.
Oh, man.
While Jeff's looking at that, I do want to so we posted a video. If you haven't seen it today, we're doing the first annual Batsy Awards. I did put all of the categories, not all of them, but most of them, in our Facebook group where people can start nominating. And people have been nominating amazing statues all day long. I'm really impressed with all of them.
Really good. There was a lot of good nominations on that today.
Yeah, a ton today. And we're going to keep that open for a few weeks so people can keep nominating. And then I will create the final survey where everybody can vote for their favorites. And of course, that show is going to be in December. But thank you, everybody, for nominating today. That was awesome. Let's see. I'll enlarge your screen here so you guys can see.
I haven't taken a breath since I started this.
I bet not. You're a brave man.
Shit.
Hudson says, Chris, are you getting I'm assuming like the Arkham City statue? No, I'm not going to get that one because I am happy with my Arkham Knight, but although I do really like the statue. I am going to get the Arkham City Harley, though. Everybody's congratulating Dan.
Let me see. Let me move out of the way. Can you guys see that?
That does look good together.
Yeah. The grays are the weathering patina on this is a little more than what is on here, but the actual ground is very similar to what this is. They're very similar. There's a little bit more of that mossy, really dark green on Scarecrow, but they pick up together on that. Yeah, I think they're going to be okay together.
Yeah, I do too. It looks good. Again, everybody give a like for Jeff's setup here. It's really great.
I think that's going to be cool.
Badman says,
this is still one of my favorite things that they've done this year. This guy is like, of course, it sold really fast, but he is, I think, a little underrated.
Yeah, I do too. He's definitely
best base.
We were talking about the nominations. This one definitely made the nominations for best quarter scale piece.
Best base.
Yeah, and best base too.
Because, but between this base, which for the Batman Who Laughs, I don't know, do you count those 3 Wicked Robins as part of the base, or were they
I do
accessory?
I do feel like it's a nomination for best base. I feel like the Robins are part of the base.
I felt like they were because it wasn't Batman and Robin statue. It was Batman Who Laughs statue.
Correct.
So, and now you've got Sideshow has showed theirs, and so far they haven't shown any Robins, which I don't really expect them to, throw in 3 things unless they offer a deluxe version.
For an exclusive or something, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. But I mean, just the same with the Scarecrow. You have Robin coming out of the grave, but I feel like Robin. Somebody mentioned the Brainiac from Prime 1.
That's a great one.
Yeah. All 3 of those are just fantastic bases, and I'm going to have a really hard time voting for my favorite on that one.
You know what I think? I think that this goes together even better than I thought or expected it to, because of the Robin in this classic Robin suit with the red and the green and the yellow with this blue and gray.
It does look really good. I'm glad it matches so well.
Yeah, I could not be more pleased unless they had thrown in like a batarang hand for this one. That would have been icing on the cake.
Absolutely. Badman says, nice setup, Jeff. When's the room tour?
Well, I'm getting to that. Kind of still.
He's definitely going to be a featured collector for us soon.
I just have a lot of stuff that I need to I kind of moved in and utilizing the built-in shelving that was already here, and I would like for it to be different, but that's just not going to happen anytime soon. This is a huge unit that they left. It's built into the wall, but the shelves are not movable.
That's cool.
The shelves are fixed. So really they're
weird.
They're probably, it was bookshelves or something, but I've got plenty of books, so it works out. But it's like the perfect place for this Hulkbuster. This, where they had a TV, is perfect for those guys.
Yeah, it does look really good. Everybody in the chat is saying how much they like these two together. Dan said he's going to be putting his together with his Scarecrow.
Yeah, where Batman is out here is where he's going to go, because they're really similar in size, but I don't know. I just feel like they really go well together.
Yeah, they really do.
Especially when you have this purple from the gas with that too. So I think they look really good together. Of course, I think it would look good with Catwoman. I think it would look good with I almost think that it would look good with the new Batgirl.
Yeah,
because of the grays. Yeah,
I mean
I
new
think it just depends on what you want, which Batman you want. Because I think the regular black suit is back in stock, or it was back in stock, or it's coming back in stock soon.
It is.
And there's some more left of this. So it's nice to have an option.
Yeah, absolutely. You mentioned the Batgirl. I'm looking at her right now. The window itself is like a really kind of a brownish tan, but the smoke is a light gray. So I do think you're right. I think, and even with that yellow, tying the yellow in with Batman's emblem and Robin's cape, and even Scarecrow's hair, I think it's all going to tie in real well together.
Yeah, I think it would look. I'm kind of the Bane, the new Bane. Because this is kind of the blue and gray suit was, when Nightfall, that story. So I think it will, either way you go, I don't think you could go wrong. Let me say it that way.
Dark Ranger 7 is asking how the magnet is on the head sculpt.
I think when I worked the cape around, it fit in better than it did initially. There is the wire that goes all the way up to the top, I think kept it from going down in, but there's no gaps. So that definitely pulls it back down into the
cape.
Yeah, I mean, it pulls it back down into the opening for the key. So the magnet is strong enough to do that. I probably would take the hands and stuff off, and the head especially.
Mike Goddard has kind of a cool idea. He says, I think I'll have one of my black version EX Batarang hands repainted for this version. That'd be really cool.
If you have one.
Yeah, if you have an extra, if you're going to get both. I know some people have decided to get the black one and the blue one. And a lot of people are attracted to the blue one because of it's only 500 ES. And it's still available, which is even cooler. But that would be really neat if you can match
like
blue.
Shipping now. So
yeah,
if you want that semi-instant gratification.
Somebody's asking, he says, Anthony says he's got a cool Aquaman trident on the right-hand corner. You got that last year, right?
Yeah, this is from, it came from Sideshow. It's like, I can't remember the name of the company, but it's supposed to be like a life-size prop. It's the trident from Justice League.
It's cool.
I know they have the the one from the solo Aquaman movie. Now, I think it is on Sideshow too. So I need a place to keep that.
Somebody asked if that's a PS5 on your floor right there. I think it's is that a humidifier?
It is a air purifier. It's an air
purifier. That's what I meant.
Yeah, it does. It looks like a PlayStation. Like the motherboard.
It does.
A bunch of...
That's right. Sugar Shane Custom says, is the cape real leather? No, it is not real leather.
No, it's not, but it, for all purposes of the look of it, it looks very grainy like a leather. It looks weathered like I think leather would look.
I think he was worried. He was worried that he didn't want it to shed, but I've not really had any problems. I have seen some horror stories with some Prime 1 capes, but I think it's because it was in direct sunlight and bad temperatures. I've not had any trouble.
It's going to depend on where you are. I think if you have a lot of humidity, maybe, or if the room doesn't stay constant.
Yes. Starlight Collections asks, what would you rather have, Jeff, sculpted or mixed media?
For capes, I like mixed media. That's just me, because I can put now, because of the cape being able to be posed, I can put it in this shelf, and it's only, I think, 15 inches deep. Whereas with this Superman and the Twitter head Batman, you know, there is no, you don't fudge that room you require. There's no way to do it unless you turn it in a way to where it's just not going to show up the same.
Yep. Todd Rouland says, how, I don't know if he's asking me or both, maybe both of us, how do we feel about the new Prime 1 Batcave Hush Batman? Me personally, I really love it. I probably will end up with it. I'm still really happy with the one that I have, and that's this one up here. As long as it's displayed up high, it's great. A collector just asked me today and said, do I recommend it? And I do still recommend it as long as you can display it up high. But I do feel like the Batcave edition is so iconic, and it's just a really cool piece. Is that one that you would consider, Jeff? I know you probably don't have a lot of space for 1/3.
The Batcave has tempted me way more than the first version. I never liked the pose on the first one, and that was just my deal. Yeah. It seemed very like you were definitely pigeonholed where you should put it, because if it's not high enough, it's just not going to work. And I felt like you were going to need a lot of clearance to get that cape out to the side.
Yeah. Hudson says,
cool, but I just personally, the Batcave one I like better.
Hudson says, he's asking me, BSC, what do you think of the Hot Toys Batman Arkham Knight? I think I'm not a Hot Toys collector, but I feel like all of those Arkham Knight statue or figures have been really good.
They've been excellent. They're, if you're looking for one now, you're going to pay, because you're close to double to get that Arkham Knight version of Batman. And they just did the Prestige suit version that was an exclusive that sold out really fast, where you have the gold bat emblem, and it looks really cool in photos too.
It does.
I've got the Deathstroke. Yeah, that's Deathstroke. I absolutely love that figure, because it looks exactly like the suit from the Justice League movie, which hopefully we will see some more of.
Yeah, it looks great. Yeah, that suit is just this of course is the Arkham suit, but you're right, it does look so much like the movie suit.
Arkham Origins.
Yep. I think they modeled it probably pretty close off of that thing.
And surprisingly, because the armor is segmented on the body, you can pose him, way more than you think. It looks a little clunky, but if you work with it, you can get it there. And then whatever these are
it looks really good. While you're paused there, Dan said he's got to run, Bat Fam. Hope to see everyone tomorrow night for Rogues Gallery. I do want to say that's a programming note. We are going to have Rogues Gallery live tomorrow on a Tuesday because I am heading out of town, so we won't be able to do the show on Wednesday. So it is a special night tomorrow night, and we've got some topics that we're going to talk about, including some of our picks or our nominations for the Batsy Awards. And we'll be talking about that show a little bit more in depth with the whole crew, and that's tomorrow night at 7 Central.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night. So again, programming note: tomorrow night, not Wednesday night. Let's see. Oh, somebody asked a question. Who was it back here? Maybe we already answered that one. Randy Smith says, "Does the blue or black Batman go better with Superman and Wonder Woman?" I think you would be okay either way.
I have them in the other room, but I'm not moving.
No. You've already been brave enough tonight.
So I've got, they're personally, I think that they will look fine together.
Yeah, I do too.
The Superman is that Superman blue. I mean, that's, the color it should be, what I expect it to be. And I think I think they'll go fine together.
Yeah.
The Wonder Woman has looked good with everybody she's been on a shelf with. So those shelves are only big enough for like 2 of these guys. So she's on a shelf with Flash right now.
I mean, even though this Batman is kind of that classic Batman, it's still a modern suit classic Batman. So it's going to match up with that more modern Superman. And of course, Wonder Woman is more traditional. But it's good.
I did like the Wonder Woman. I've got the one that had the skirt with it. And it kind of looks like that armored skirt where you have those metal edges on the bottom of it. So it's classic, but still like that movie feel of an armor.
Yeah, I just think it looks so good. Somebody just asked, let me find the comment here again to make sure I get them on the screen. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. Mike Goddard says, random questions, hold out for the OG Joker half scale or life-size bust, I'm sorry, or buy the new one to go with the new Harley. I do feel like the Harley goes maybe a little bit better with the OG piece, but I am going to get that Joker as well and the new Joker, and I think both pieces are good, but I do feel like maybe the OG looks better with Harley. I think most people felt that way. Superman 122-120-12 says, what about Prime 1's Hush Batcave versus the Fabbok Batman? Which do you all prefer and why? Man, I tell you, that's where I'm at right now in deciding between the two. I don't know if I can get both of them. If I was going to get one, I would probably get the Fabbok Batman because I love the cape. But if you were going to choose one, Jeff, which one would you choose?
Batcave. It's easy. The Fabbok looked cool, but I like the Hush a little better just because you have that gray and blue.
Yeah, it's more iconic for sure. Yeah, it's more iconic. Dark Ranger 7 asks, what my next piece coming in, Chris? If all goes according to plan, well, Harley from Prime 1 is supposed to be coming, and it is. I have not even seen it in production. Also, Harley Hell on Wheels could come out anytime. Also, I have a long boat ride for my Bane versus Batman from Prime 1. That piece is shipped, but I haven't got a tracking number yet.
Has it shipped?
It has shipped. It's on the boat. Prime One said it's on the boat, but I talked to Junior Statue Collector, and he was in the same boat. No pun intended. But it gets on the boat, and then when it gets to America, it scans in, and that's when you get the tracking. So like Prime One gave me a tracking number, but there's just nothing there. So, and he said his was the same way.
That makes sense.
So we'll see. Dylan Hicks says, Jeff, it's good to see someone else like me who collects both statues and hot toys.
I've collected hot toys for years, and I do love them, especially if you like that movie version of a character. Rarely do you get a statue that's going to come as close to looking like what that actor as the character looks like.
That's right. Hot toys are amazing. And that's where I started out. But at the end of the day, I just preferred statues over them, and I just didn't feel like I could do both. But you pull it off really well.
So I've got one. This wall is hot toys. There's quite a few.
Well, I like too that they're small enough that you could really group them by genre or by movie property.
Yeah. Like I wish there had done a Cyborg, maybe, since the Snyder Cut is going to revitalize Justice League, probably. I don't know if Hot Toys might go back and redo the Cyborg that they teased several years ago but never made. But I do love the Justice League together.
They do look good.
Oh, I've got the Dark Knight.
Oh, you have your Joker is the original Joker.
Yeah,
I had that one.
And then I've got the bank robber version
that
came out right after that one.
That's still my favorite head sculpt.
That, from what I've seen, I think it's better than the original Joker, and I don't know if they've done a better one since.
They had the other DX that was really good, but I still feel like that's the best, most accurate sculpt that Hot Toys did of him.
I think it's the scariest.
Yeah.
It definitely, you've got that smeared makeup on it really good. So, yeah, I got this when they first came out, whenever that was.
Well, Jeff, about an hour. And for everybody
we've rubbed this boat out, so
and just so everybody knows, Jeff has agreed to do a review as well. So not only are we going to have the unboxing, but we'll have the review as well. And I'm really excited to hear your thoughts. So I think I'm going to kind of know what you're going to say. Obviously, you like the statue, but you'll be able to give us a little bit more detail and close-ups and all that stuff. So stay tuned to the channel. Hopefully within the next couple days, we can get that done and edited for everybody out there. And again, programming note, I just want to remind everybody again that Rogues Gallery Live will be tomorrow night. And so that is, let's see, what is today? Today is the 9th. So it'll be Tuesday, November 10th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll be talking about the the Batsy Awards. And so we're going to be doing that, and I'm really excited to see kind of what everybody thinks about nominations and kind of where we're at with that. And then again, we'll kind of go over all of the rules and how that's going to go for our show in December. But I can't thank everybody enough for watching. We still have 86 watching right now. So I thank you guys very, very much. And Jeff, thank you very much for doing this live unboxing with us.
Oh, it was fun. I love to do this. It's probably, me and videos, it kind of takes a while because I'm like,
Well, it can be hard to get motivated and get everything set up and do all that stuff. It can be quite exhausting too.
Yeah, I'm better if I just do it and don't watch it, because then I think I sound like, an animated turtle or something. It's like, I'm not sending that.
Well, I know, like you did your Captain America review, and you did a fantastic job.
Thank you.
Really good job. And a lot of people are asking for that room tour. So whenever you have a chance, Jeff will be our featured collector at some point. Whenever he has a moment. But they're obviously, people are demanding it now because they're very impressed with you.
Excuse the areas that are not complete and boxes. So
that's what I tell people all the time. People have hit me up and I've hit them up, and say, would you like to be a featured collector? Or, hey, Chris, can I be a featured collector? And I say, sure. I'll always feature collections of any size. But a lot of collectors say, well, I still have like 18 pieces yet. I still need to get in before I want to do the room tour. And so what I tell everybody is that really a room tour is just simply where you're at right now. It's not you don't have to have an end game. You don't have to have a final collection, because we can always revisit a collection. Dan
nobody has an end game.
Yeah, absolutely. Dan Default, he was a feature collector on our channel, and he said, I need to do a new one because things have changed so much. And it's fun to kind of revisit some of those collections as well. But Jeff will be a featured collector at some point, as well as Matt Collections. I've been bugging him for years, now that he's finally moved. So again, stay tuned to the channel. Please join us tomorrow night, Rogues Gallery Live. Also, tune in for all of the information about the Batsy Awards. Lots of surprises coming up on the channel in the next few weeks. So please stay tuned to the channel. Thank you guys for being here. Make sure you're a subscriber if you haven't done so already. I think like 70% of my channel is watched by non-subscribers. So a lot of new people viewing the content. Please make sure you're subscribing. Please make sure you hit that like button. And thank you guys so very much for watching. Jeff, congratulations. And again, we'll have that review up soon. So anything you want to say before we leave?
I think if you're on the fence, I would go ahead and do it before it goes to wait list. I do think this is one of those that's like, once some of the pictures hit the groups and a few videos come out and the opinions come out, it's going to start moving more. But I'm completely happy with it. And personally, if somebody said you can have the black version with the exclusives or this guy with the regular hands, I'm still going to pick this one.
I'm just so glad
because I like it better.
I'm just so glad that you like it in hand. That's awesome. Again, I do have the order link in the pinned post on the chat. So if you're interested, that does help support the channel. So thank you very much if you do that. Otherwise, there's only 500 available. So I don't know how much longer they'll be available, but I'm just so happy that you got one. And
I saw yesterday, maybe there was one already on eBay, and it was $75 or $80 more than the regular price already. So
all right, so guys, do not buy on eBay. Go buy from Sideshow or one of your local comic book shops or wherever, but get it at retail. Don't overpay.
Yeah, and like with most of the stuff from Sideshow, if you get it, you have 30 days to turn around and send it back.
Yeah, absolutely. They do a great job.
I've not done that, and if you order something, I'm going to stress this again. You have 30 days to open that box and make sure everything's okay. Don't just buy it and set it.
Yeah, don't let it sit. Yeah, that's very good advice. I know some collectors do that where they'll have it in their garage for 2 years, and then they I finally got around to opening it. Like, no, open it right away.
No, box it back up.
Yeah, pack it back up. I'm going to end with Eric's comment. Eric B says, "Safe travels, Jeff, moving the statues back."
Yeah, I hope you love this setup. So I moved it for you, Eric.
It was very nice. We're not gonna have him on camera moving those just in case. But anyway,
no.
Thanks everybody.
If y'all don't see me tomorrow night, you'll know I broke something.
That's right. That's right. Well, hopefully we see Jeff tomorrow night, and we'll see all of you tomorrow night as well for Rogues Gallery Live. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, and we'll see you next time in the Bat Cave. Good night, everybody.